गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। क्या हाल है आपका? मैं हूं जेमी ऑल्टर। यूर वाचिंग अनदर लाइव स्ट्रीम ब्रॉट टू यू बाय डैप न्यूज। कॉफी मेरे हाथ में है, टोपी सर पे है, ईयरफोन्स हेडफोन्स लगाए हैं। वी आर गुड टू गो। सब्सक्राइब, खैर सब्सक्राइब तो आप लोगों ने किया होगा, फिर भी बाय चांस नहीं किया आपने सब्सक्राइब तो वो जो बटन है नीचे दबा दीजिए। वीडियो अच्छी लगे लाइक कीजिए। लाइव स्ट्रीम का क्या है दोस्तों कि जितना भी आप लोग ये लाइक बटन दबाओगे ना, जो नीचे आपके स्क्रीन पर है, जितना आप लाइक दबाओगे उतना ही ये यूट्यूब का एल्गोरिदम समझ जाएगा कि भाई इस वीडियो में कुछ मजेदार बातें हो रही है और वीडियो की रीच थोड़ी बहुत बढ़ जाएगी। तो हिट द लाइक बटन एंड इफ यू नॉट सब्सक्राइब, डू सब्सक्राइब राइट नाउ। वेल, परसों के मैच के बाद मैंने कहा यार ऐसी मरियल पिचेस पे अगर मैचेस होंगे तो एंटरटेनमेंट कहां से आएगा? मेरे हिसाब से आईपीएल इज ऑल अबाउट एंटरटेनमेंट, अंतरराष्ट्रीय क्रिकेट में ऑफ कोर्स एंटरटेनमेंट होता है, बट दैट्स अ डिफरेंट केटल ऑफ फिश। आईपीएल इज प्योर and pure entertainment. So I want to see such matches, but not like the one we had in Chennai, but the one like we had last night. कांटे की टक्कर, करारा मुकाबला, मतलब जब मैच आखिरी ओवर तक जाता है और चेस करने वाली टीम सिर्फ एक दो रन्स से चूक जाती है, दैट इज एंटरटेनमेंट। 29 रन्स थे जयदेव उनदकत के पास डिफेंड करने के लिए। जयदेव उनदकत 15 साल से अंतरराष्ट्रीय क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं, बहुत बहुत बेहतरीन गेंदबाज है, बहुत बहुत अनुभव उनके पास है। देयर इज अ रीजन for his slow cutters and slow bouncers. He's in this Hyderabad lineup along with fellow fast bowling titans like Pat Cummins and Bhuvnesh Kumar. कल उनका दिन नहीं था क्योंकि सामने कौन खड़े थे? शशांक सिंह और आशुतोष शर्मा, दो ऐसे अलग अनकैप्ड डोमेस्टिक प्लेयर्स जो अपने खुद के प्रोफेशनल करियर में दो अलग जगह पे खड़े हैं। आशुतोष शर्मा younger than Shashank. Shashank has been around the block and then some, playing in Mumbai, playing DY Patil Stadium, playing for various franchises, just not getting a chance. इस साल मेरे ख्याल से 30-32 साल के हैं शशांक. What these two middle order players for Punjab Kings have done back to back matches is take games close जहां पे मैच फंस चुका था कल दोस्तों, और इन दोनों ने ये किया था गुजरात टाइटंस के सामने जब 200 रन का टारगेट था. What these two did yesterday was the asking rate was 16.5, 16.7. It was around the 17 mark जब ये जोड़ी क्रीज पे आई थी. पंजाब एक बार फिर से रहता फैला चुकी थी, बैट्समैन नहीं चल रहे थे. They came up, they stepped up, they kept swinging, they backed their natural instincts. And as far as the IPL remains about big bucks, people like Pat Cummins and Mitchell Stark who go for 24 point crores at Joby Hand, the Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, all these players, David Warner, एक टाइम पे लसित मलिंगा, क्रिस गेल, all these big names. It does have this fantastic trait of throwing up domestic stories. अब दोस्तों डोमेस्टिक में क्या है, भले ही ये प्लेयर्स आज हम बात कर रहे हैं आशुतोष शर्मा और शशांक सिंह के बारे में, उनसे पहले बहुत बहुत अनकैप प्लेयर्स के बारे में हम बात कर चुके हैं पिछले 16 साल में, और आगे भी हम बहुत बहुत ऐसे नाम के बारे में हम बात करेंगे. बट when you come up like this, when you are a young or a journeyman cricketer, not quite near anywhere near Indian selection, लेकिन फिर भी आप ऐसे बड़े बड़े प्लेटफॉर्म पर, ऐसे स्टेज पर आप रन्स बनाते हो, आप विकेट्स लेते हो. यश ठाकुर कपल नाइट्स को टेकिंग 5 विकेट्स आफ्टर मयंक यादव हैड टू लीव द फील्ड. कल आशुतोष और शशांक बड़े बड़े प्लेयर्स के सामने, यू ग्रैब द अटेंशन, यू ग्रैब हेडलाइंस. इट इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट फन थिंग्स आई एंजॉय वाचिंग अबाउट द आईपीएल. और इसी बात से दोस्तों, इसी आईपीएल रूट से बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स इंडियन टीम तक पहुंच चुके हैं. आई डोंट थिंक शशांक सिंह एंड आशुतोष शर्मा विल कम टू द इंडियन टीम, but it's fun to watch these players जिनके बारे में साल भर हम सुनते ही नहीं है. Well, most of us don't hear about him. Just another fantastic aspect. लेकिन सबसे बड़ी बात, पैसा वसूल मैच, यही तो आईपीएल में होना चाहिए दोस्तों. रन्स आए, विकेट्स आए, 250 मत बनाओ हर बार, 137 मत बनाओ हर बार, पर ये जो एक मिडलिंग टोटल रहा 184, 185, उसके आगे आप आते हो, आप मैच को पलट देते हो, जयदेव उनदकत को आप 27 रन के लिए मारते हो. This is entertainment. To wrap it up, I still think Punjab will not make the playoffs. There's too many problems with the bowling and the batting. But Hyderabad, if they get it together, like I predicted, they are definitely a top 4 team. Let's see. आप लोग का क्या कहना है? सबसे पहले आए हैं रेगुलर व्यूअर श्रेयांश शर्मा, स्वागत है आपका. एक सेकंड, आई हैव अ सिप ऑफ कॉफी. इंडियन अनकैप प्लेयर्स जब पैट कमिंस के नीचे खेलते हैं तब मार के खेलते हैं जब विकेट्स गिरे हैं, और इंडिया में वीके और जब विकेट्स तो टुक टुक खेलते हैं. समझा नहीं। इंडियन अनकैप प्लेयर जब पैट कमिंस के नीचे खेलते हैं तब मार खेलते हैं जब गिरे। हाँ, आप कहाँ कहाँ जा रहे हो? छोड़ो यार इस बात को, थोड़ा लेट्स बी पॉजिटिव। Shashank and Ashutosh are unsung heroes. If they would be doing this miracle run a team like CSK and RCB, then they would have been talked about, get their due. But yes, and Punjab is forgotten. Yeah, because Punjab has been a faltu franchise for so many years, but it's still thrown up. Paul Valthati came from here. You know, there have been players. I'm just glad कि ऐसे players कुछ तो कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि पंजाब के बड़े बड़े नाम वो तो कहीं से नहीं चल रहे हैं। JMI Shashank redemption aren't going on. बात तो सही है. It is, it is. Rather, the audio has an irritating noise. ऐसा है कुछ क्या? आप लोग भी, बाकी लोग को लग रहा है ऑडियो में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो लेट मी नो, आई रीस्टार्ट द, वेल आई कैन रीस्टार्ट इट बट आई एम नॉट श्योर। पहले कभी नहीं हुआ। किसी और को है कोई दिक्कत ऑडियो से? कमेंट तो नहीं आए कुछ और। मुझे तो यहाँ कुछ, यहाँ चेक करूँ अपने फोन पे, एक सेकंड रुको, मैं फोन पे चेक करता हूँ। Does anybody else have the issue with the audio? Let me know. Let me know. एक सेकंड ना, एक सेकंड। क्या दिक्कत हो सकती है ऑडियो? लेकिन यार ऑडियो निकालूंगा तो फिर स्ट्रीम, आगे भी हम बहुत बहुत ऐसे नाम के बारे में हम बात करेंगे, बट थोड़ा स्टैटिक है। बट यार माइक तो वही है। चलो खैर छोड़ो, आज झेल लो, कल की देख लेंगे, आज झेल लेंगे। टेल ऑफ टू साउथ इंडियन टीम, सीएसके जिसमें खेलकर प्लेयर फॉर्म में आते हैं, और आरसीबी जिसके साथ खेलकर बटलर जैसे प्लेयर को फॉर्म में वापस करवा देते हैं। बात तो सही है, फॉर्म और फॉर्चून फ्रेंचाइज के बेसिस पर बदलते रहते हैं। आईपीएल फिक्स होता है क्या? सुना है चीजें, बट आई कैन नॉट से विद एनी अथॉरिटी। आई वुड डाउट इट। आई मीन, यू हियर थिंग्स, यू सी थिंग्स, बट इट कैन नॉट बी फिक्स्ड ऑन अ वाइड स्केल लेवल। ये तो इम्पॉसिबल है। पंजाब बॉलिंग was still bad as even. yes पंजाब आरसीबी क्या है ना, आरसीबी में फिर से एक आध बड़े बड़े वर्ल्ड क्लास प्लेयर्स हैं, पंजाब में नहीं है ऐसे प्लेयर्स यार। अफसोस की बात है, जॉनी बेयरस्टो नहीं चल रहे हैं, शिखर धवन नहीं चल रहे हैं, प्रभ सिमरन नहीं चल रहे हैं, सिकंदर रजा। It's just a weak team on paper. I don't see how this team can finish in the top 5, top 6. I don't. शशांक सिंह छत्तीसगढ़ के लिए खेलते हैं और उनके कोच पीबीएस के स्काउट है, तो ये शशांक कोई गलत शशांक नहीं है, वो ये, हाँ ये वही शशांक है। not the one that there was a confusion about the at the auction last year. Your top 4 Jay bhai, the same top 4 I predicted. मैं टूर्नामेंट के पहले जो टॉप 4 पिक करता हूं मैं उसको बदल नहीं सकता। टूर्नामेंट के पहले इसी लाइव स्ट्रीम में मैंने कहा था सीएसके, आरआर, एसआरएच एंड लखनऊ सुपर जायंट्स, they remain my top 4. Jitesh doing Jitesh things, only wicketkeeper whose IPL role and IC role is same. True, only keeper, and unfortunately he's not doing much, but he'll still go to the World Cup. Who is worse, Unadkat or Harshal? Look, one bad day, I'm not going to say that who's worse, but definitely they're not bowling anywhere near optimum level. And why Harshal was bought for so much money, I don't know. शिखर धवन शुड रिटायर। आईपीएल में तो ये खेलेंगे क्योंकि बंदा बहुत बहुत फिट है। हाँ, रन नहीं बन रहे। Yes, we can hear static. Yeah, I'm not sure what the issue is. I'll check. I mean, the mic is the same, the audio is the same. Maybe battery be fully charged है. I'm not sure. It's one of those. There must be a ghost in the system. आज के लिए झेल लो, आगे का कुछ देखेंगे। अभी कहाँ मैं लाइव स्ट्रीम बंद करूंगा, व्यूज उड़ जाएंगे, लोग निकल जाएंगे। झेल लो आज। Punjab top 4 are real cause why they're struggling, and God knows why they pushed Sam and Raza to go instead of Shashank, Ritesh and Ashutosh, because they paid a lot of big bucks for Sam Curran. But yeah, Sam Curran had that one blinder in the first match. वो नहीं चल रहे हैं, अब क्या ही करें यार। There's a reason why logic and theories don't apply to teams like RCB, Delhi and Punjab, because their thinking is wrong. आप तो जानते हैं my views on how badly most IPL players think. जी भाई, ये आईपीएल फिक्स वाले ना हो, देखिए आईपीएल मेरे को देखे तो कस्बे तेरी घर छोड़ के आओ। बिल्कुल, इट्स द इजीएस्ट थिंग टू टॉक अबाउट फिक्स्ड व्हेन थिंग्स डोंट एड अप। छोड़ो, ये खबरें आती रहती हैं, 16 साल से मैं सुन रहा हूँ ये वो, बट सबूत तो किसी के पास है नहीं। एंड हाउ डू यू फिक्स द होल डैम थिंग? यू कैंट। पंजाब दिल्ली franchise should give up. इनसे ना हो पाएगा. I would put RCB number one before Punjab and Delhi. Sir, who's your favorite in today's match? Talk about Yashasvi's form. Will he get runs today? It's impossible that Jaiswal stays in this form the whole time. He's going to have to bounce back given how incredible he's been in the IPL and for the Indian team for the last 12 months. RR 4-0, I'm saying they're going 5 up today as well. An Indian team will play unentertaining cricket only. We know, my friend. Rohit, anchor, post, PP, Yashasvi, Sanju, Sky. अच्छा आप विराट कोहली को बाहर कर रहे हो जिगरा है भाई में जिगरा है we'll talk about this. We do a lot of discussions about the T20 World Cup. May 1st is the deadline. So in the week leading up to May 1st, we'll do dedicated shows where we'll stock up IPL form against World Cup 11s. RR 2015 में भी 5 मैच कंटिन्यू जीती जब स्मिथ कप्तान थे. जैसे ही वॉटसन बना प्लेऑफ में तो नहीं पहुंचे पाई सेम सीजन. लास्ट ईयर they won 5 and then they lost 6. पर इस बार टीम बहुत बहुत अच्छी लग रही है. जी भाई ये जयदेव कैसे बोल रहा है अगर एक ओवर में 29 दे सकता है तो जयदेव ही दे सकता है. नहीं बहुत बहुत प्लेयर्स ऐसे होते हैं जिनका फॉर्म और एक्सपीरियंस देखकर लोग कह सकते हैं कि यार इस बंदे को हम आखिरी ओवर देंगे. यश दयाल was hit for 5 sixes. He's still doing very well this year. I understand there's a public perception of some bowlers, but ये पहली बार है कि जयदेव उनादकर ने 29 रन दिए, and I don't think it happens again. There's pressure. Why he changed the angle, why he went wide, and also he's facing two brilliant young players. So yes, Jaydev Unatkar was bad in this match, but look at the last match. The last match, Jaydev Unatkar and Pat Cummins had a big role in shutting down the opposition. So I'm not going to judge players on one bad match. I'm also not going to praise one player on one match. बहुत लोग कहते हैं मयंक यादव को सीधा इंडियन टीम में डालो, बंदे ने 150 डाले. भाई तीसरा मैच में तो बंदा पैर पकड़ के निकल गया ना. So let's not have knee jerk reactions. Let's not slam someone who goes for 29, and let's also not praise someone after 1 or 2 innings, So I get it. I get where the frustration comes, where the public perception comes, but Jaydev Unatkar has played a lot of cricket. He's bowled Saurashtra to many titles. Just because he's had one bad innings, and look, he bowled shit. Let's accept it. जो 3 छक्के खाए थे. There was also a drop catch. Let's also factor in that. But yeah, he's not a bowler I would want to send into the last over of any match. Let's say that. Bairstow hasn't fired for so long. Can't believe how many chances he gets. I don't know what Bairstow is doing in the England Test team and in an IPL franchise. Is Pat Cummins justifying his price tag? Absolutely. Pat Cummins has been the best bowler for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Yesterday, if not for 2 misfields, he had like 8 runs in 3 overs. बंदे ने हर मैच में, आपको वो मैच याद है केकेआर के सामने जब 200 बने थे, he had 1 for 32. He has the best economy of pace bowlers in that team. His slower cutters, kal he had 2 for 22 in 4 overs in a match which went down to the last wire. Pat Cummins, don't go by the wickets column, look at his bowling. This is the best overseas fast bowler in the IPL. He has absolutely justified it. He doesn't need to bat, so let's not forget that. And his team has got 6 points. They're equal with 3 other teams. Pat Cummins, I was skeptical about Pat Cummins going for 20.5 crores. He has justified every single rupee spent on him. What a brilliant tactician here. PBKS और RCB और DC को merge हो जाना चाहिए तभी ये जीत पाएंगे. So I think sometimes finishers like Shah Rukh Khan get paid so much still fail to deliver while some not wanted by team player like Shashank comes and delivers. Yeah, Shah Rukh Khan is a strange one, does some great things for TN, goes for big bucks and then sits on the bench. So hats off to the Ashutoshes and the Shashanks for doing things when no one's paying them big bucks. Petition to merge DC and RCB. हाँ ये हो गया था ऐसा कुछ comment अभी. Anrik Kodeli is same as once Holder was rather than talking about death overs. Correct. And I'm glad that they moved on. I hope DC moves on from Nokia. He's a fantastic bowler. But right now, that's a bowler because जयदेव उनादकर ने एक आखिरी मैच में दिए थे. Anrik Nokia ने लगातार 4 मैच में 25, 25, 20 और 32 दिए हैं. That's a problem because it's happening in every single match. जयदेव ने एक मैच में किया था, उससे पहले he's been very good. So yeah, someone like a Nokia is a bigger problem. आईपीएल में रन प्लेयर की अप्रोच थोड़ी ढीली रहती है. आईपीएल में आईपीएल मरन पता नहीं क्या कमेंट है ये. Rahul Tripathi was introduced. Yeah, Rahul Tripathi dropped a catch, batted very, very slowly. Bad call yesterday for that. But he's a better player than that. Klaasen, I feel, is one of the best white ball keeper. If same something yesterday would have done best, he's a veteran. Everyone would have gone mad. Oh man, Klaasen, the batsman, is the best white ball batsman going around right now. And keeper to hai wo ala. Fantastic choice. And he's so cool, he's so calm, there's no emotion. Good morning. Hope the coffee is amazing. Coffee is amazing. We got blue Tokai today. Vienna roast. Is this the IPL of Samson as a captain? So far, yes. But just like last season, RCB RR began with 5 wins and they lost 6. I will not judge. Yes, Samson has been the best Indian captain of this IPL, along with Pat Cummins, the best overseas captain. But we all know what happens to RR. We all know what happens to Samson. They normally trail off. So far, fantastic captaincy from Samson. The bowling changes, the field placements, the batting has been pretty decent. A couple matches ko chhod ke, but very early days in the IPL to pass any proper judgment. But good comment. If he wins, that put him pressure of getting back in the Indian team. Been saying this for a long time. I said it yesterday also. Samson can score 800s for RR. He won't play in the World Cup because in the T20 World Cup, Virat Kohli is batting at number 3. The only keepers who can go to the T20 World Cup, in my mind, are the ones who are batting in a role which is open in the Indian 11. Jitesh, despite poor form, despite not getting chances, will go to the World Cup because he's batting at number 7 and 6, which is where the vacancy is in the Indian team. There's no space for Rahul. There's no space for Samson. There's no space for Ishan Kishan because they're opening or batting at number 3. And India's top 4 are set. So I don't think Samson might go on volume of runs as the second keeper, but that'll be an injustice to Jitesh Sharma. But Samson will not play for India in T20 cricket unless there's a vacancy at number 3. और जब तक विराट कोहली है, जब तक स्काई है, कैसे आएगा सैमसन टीम में? You have an awesome day too, पाजी. ये क्लासन धवन को कितना अच्छा आउट किया. Brilliant. The anticipation and so cool. Fantastic keeper. पैट कमिंस की फिंगर का टॉप पार्ट थोड़ा सा कट, इसलिए ऑफ कटर में भी थोड़ी तेज रहती है. इस आदमी ने अपना को अफसर में बदल दिया. Most important cricketer of last year. We discussed that why he went for so much money. पिछले साल पैट कमिंस ने जो भी छुआ वो सोना बन गया. So and he's doing a very good job. I have to say Tilak and Samson are better number 3 than Virat in T20. Tilak, I've not seen too much of him batting at 3. He's primarily batted at 4. Samson's doing very well. But then Kohli is Kohli. Jay bhai, Rabada DC mein tha na, how did they let him go for Nokia? And Rabada was doing so well. Now look at him from Punjab. He's not doing well for Punjab at all since he went there. Your thoughts on Nitish Reddy? We have very limited good all-round options. Look, I did not know much about him. He's a domestic name. He's a domestic young player. I mean, I've heard the name. First time I'm seeing him bat like that. When Head, Abhishek, Klaasen, and Markram all fail, and then someone like Nitish Reddy gets the chance to bat at 4 and then scores 64 off 37 balls, there is something about him. This is why, like Shashank, like Ashutosh, कल बहुत क्रेडिट जाना चाहिए नितेश रेड्डी को. Gendbazi, I was surprised they gave him that many overs. His bowling is very average. Yes, there was a drop catch, but he's going to be hit a lot by experienced players, खासकर overseas players, if he bowls like that. On the basis of one match, he looked very good. It shows कि बंदे में talent है, जिगरा है, फौलादी बंदा है, जब वो ऐसी गति से रन बना सकता है. But I'm not putting him in the all-rounder category because his bowling was not impressive to me, at least. I think the most missed player by a team would be Hardik for GT. Hardik and Mohammad Shami most missed, yes. And Cameron Green for Mumbai Indians. The guy scored, 400 and something odd runs last year. इस बार शायद 40 रन नहीं बने होंगे 4 मैच में. But बहुत सारे players के careers खत्म हो जाते हैं जब वो RCB जाते हैं. And I think Cameron Green is one more example of that. कल लोग बोल रहे थे कि वीके और पंत are selected for T20. Virat Kohli is 100%. He's got over 300 runs. He is going to the World Cup. And like I said yesterday and day before and last week, जो कीपर मध्य क्रम में यानी कि मिडिल ऑर्डर में 4 और 5 और 6 पे रन बना रहे हैं इस सीजन, वो जाएंगे ही जाएंगे. So Pant looks like Pant will go, and Virat Kohli 100% are going. I mean, there was never any doubt that Virat Kohli would not go. The moment after 18 months, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma were called back to the T20I format. After 18 months in January, there was no doubt that they were going. So no one should be surprised. Had Virat Kohli scored 4 ducks, maybe he wouldn't have gone. The guy is the leading run getter of the IPL. It is impossible that Virat Kohli. This, I mean, don't ask this question again. The debate is sealed. Virat Kohli World Cup जा रहे हैं. 310, 320 रन मारे हैं. विराट कोहली जा रहे हैं. पंत, एंड अगेन पंत, बिकॉज देयर इज अ वैकेंसी, बिकॉज इंडियन टीम में T20 वर्ल्ड कप में नंबर 4 से पहले कीपर की कोई जगह नहीं है. कीपर खेलेगा इंडिया के लिए वर्ल्ड कप में 5 और 6 पे, और इसी प्रोसेस से ऑप्शंस हैं सिर्फ पंत और जितेश, और कोई तीसरा ऑप्शन है भी नहीं. आईपीएल में कुछ प्लेयर के ऊपर ढीली रहती है. हाँ, ये ढीले वाले कमेंट तो बहुत हैं. अगर हम ढीले कमेंट को लेकर, तो आधे लोग जो अभी T20 वर्ल्ड कप जाएंगे इंडिया के लिए, इनका अप्रोच भी बहुत 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 ढीली है. SRH, I feel, is the only team which is flirting with foreign players and winning. As another team, they are baggage. And imagine, they had Hasaranga, he got injured. They have Glenn Phillips, one of the best middle order players along with Klaasen. वो बंदा bib पहन के bench पे बैठा है. SRH is maximizing their players. बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो आप. What are your top 4 for World Cup? I haven't even focused my thoughts beyond India. Like I said, we'll discuss World Cup scenarios later. Do you see us playing the knockouts? No. ये तो मैंने 6 महीने पहले कह दिया. With the team that I predict India is playing, no chance of knockouts right now on those pitches. पैट कमिंस को इंडिया का कोच होना चाहिए, तभी कुछ होगा. हाँ, पहले बंदा रिटायर तो हो जाए, अब तो 4-5 साल खेलेगा वो. पंजाब में problem has always been that they failed to finish games. One of the problems. They've lost so many games less than 10 over the past 5 years. बिल्कुल. Should Avesh be replaced by Sandeep? If he's fit, that's a very, very good option. Yes. Can't believe Nathan is such a fine T20 specialist is sidelined for run machine Rabada. I don't know. Selection. Punjab, RCB, DC, they have not won the IPL in 16 years because of not players, selection and Soch. It's so sad everyone is looking forward to the 2026 World Cup when this one, simply because we finally get to see the youth in 26. I don't know how many are looking forward to that. I personally am, but you'll be surprised how many people still think that this team with these big guys can win the World Cup. Dafa News कहाँ का चैनल है ये? कहाँ का चैनल है? इनके ऑस्ट्रेलिया में ऑफिस है, इनके यूके में ऑफिस है, इनके सिंगापुर में ऑफिस है. ये सारे एक कलेक्टिव है. ये एग्जैक्टली वो चैनल कहाँ से चल रहा है वो I'm not sure. Chahal should also go because he has purple cap. Yes. There's a very, very interesting narrative brewing because Ravi Bishnoi का फॉर्म कुछ खास नहीं चल रहा है, और वहीं चहल जिनके पास सेंट्रल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं है, जो कभी भी T20 वर्ल्ड कप नहीं खेले हैं, डिस्पाइट बीइंग अ फैंटास्टिक व्हाइट बॉल स्पिनर. और ऑल्सो जब से रोहित शर्मा आए, बहुत बार कह चुका हूं ये बात, जब से रोहित शर्मा कप्तान बने हैं, चहल के मौके बहुत बहुत कम हो चुके हैं. लेकिन उसके बावजूद he is a serious candidate only because India still need to pick a second specialist spinner after Kuldeep, who's also sidelined by groin injury. If Chahal keeps up this kind of bowling, it's going to be something fantastic. The only post-match I need to watch. Vikram, love you. Yesterday, Nitish Reddy innings showed in T20 doesn't need an anchor. Yes, we've discussed how amazing Reddy was and how amazing Shashank and Ashutosh were. Top 4 for T20 World Cup, WSA, Oz और England लग रही है. देखेंगे बाद में बात करेंगे. I think we can make a team of uncapped players who are playing World Cup. Yes, I've been talking about for the last several months how you need not uncapped players, but you need Indian domestic players, younger players coming in. लेकिन we all know कि जो system जो है, ये कभी इस चीज को allow होने नहीं देगी. एक आध पेयर आ सकते हैं, like maybe ये Mayank if he stays fit, but मुश्किल है. Your mic is crackling. Yes, there was another comment from Radhe. But like I said before, I don't know what it is because nothing has changed. Same position, same sequence, all charged. If I stop this live stream now, it won't work. I'll check all the settings when this stream is done in the next 6 minutes. But sorry, जो भी है आज के लिए झेल लो. Even after Arshdeep last performance, we should not let him play World Cup, and I feel he took because he was awful last night. I wouldn't say he's awful, but he's definitely not the Arshdeep that I would want bowling in the World Cup. Let's put it like that. He's been a bit flat. But again, 4 wickets is 4 wickets. Punjab is such a team, you can't remember how many captains they've changed. Murli Vijay, Maxwell, Ashwin. Oh, I'm going back to Sangakkara, Jayawardene. I'm going back to those greats of the modern game, and still that team didn't do it. So Punjab, Delhi, RCB, बेटा इनसे ना हो पाएगा. ऐसे खबर आ रही है कि विराट अभी थोड़ा डिप्रेस फील कर रहे हैं राजस्थान से मैच हारने के बाद. I don't know why he'd be depressed. I mean, if he's not been depressed playing for RCB for 16 years, I mean, he should know in his heart of hearts, he should know that he will never win a franchise as long as he's part of RCB, because he's the only thing that RCB is standing on. RCB उनके कंधों पे एक फ्रेंचाइज के बेसिस पर खड़ी है. कितनी बार ये कह चुका हूं पिछले बहुत सालों से कि विराट कोहली ही RCB है. And Virat Kohli is also at fault. When he was captain for those 10 years, it was his decisions that influenced some terrible auction choices. Virat Kohli as captain he never picked good bowlers. He never had good bowlers. Rahul Dravid has 850 runs. 16 years later, since the first IPL when Dravid played, Dravid remains the second highest Indian run getter. Virat Kohli ke paas 4,500 runs hai RCB ke liye, and the next best Indian is Rahul Dravid with 850. How can Virat Kohli not get depressed being a part of such a franchise? If he's not realized कि भाई अब तक 16 साल में ये टीम नहीं जीत पाई है, then I mean, yeah, he has 100 reasons to be depressed over 16 years playing for that utterly faltu franchise called RCB. Chahal is not selecting the Indian team because his fielding is very poor and he can't play one ball. Possibly, but if you remain the purple cap holder, you might just go to the World Cup. वीके रोहित इतने हार्ट ब्रेक्स के बाद भी कैसे मैदान में आते हैं भाई? उनको जोश है, उनको जुनून है. They're bigger than us. They're bigger than everyone else. There's a reason they're that big. They don't let these things set them back. They have a drive to play cricket and do their best. So I mean, that's very obvious. If that was the case, then most of them would be like in a mental asylum. यार, if that was the case, ऐसे comment मत डालो यार. Heartbreak. They move on. इनको दुख होता है, गम होता है, but they're professional sportsmen. Yeah. Sportsman, can I think Sam Curran's white ball batting is overestimated by PBKS? Shashank, Ashutosh could have come higher. Definitely, already discussed. So the last drop catch of SRH became the decisive 6. Yes, that drop catch actually worked out in Hyderabad's favor. Morning, Shubhankar. I think RC Pakar bowled Yorkers. He was so accurate. Yes, he is. Yes, he got 4 wickets, but he was not bowling near optimum level. Due की वजह से matches competitive नहीं हैं. हाँ, ये factor है. Rich's board can't even build a single temperature control gym in India, unlike football stadium. We've discussed this during the World Cup also, the problems plaguing the BCCI. One problem for RCB you would solve ASAP, I would shut down that franchise. And that after Raval just played 2-3 seasons. Yes, Kishle Kumar, my heart goes out to anyone who's an RCB fan watching this show right now. I don't know how you can support that franchise beyond the Virat Kohli factor. I 16 साल से देख रहा हूँ उस टीम को. I watched the first IPL match that ever played. चिन्नास्वामी. तब से कह रहा हूँ भाई ये क्या फ्रेंचाइज है. क्या फॉरेन टीम का सिलेक्शन भी IPL के फॉर्मेट पे होता है? हाँ होता है, but not like our team. नहीं. Meanwhile, RCBians are discussing ways they can still manage to get into qualifiers and win the final. Heart goes out to RCB fans. RCB never won because Virat Kohli never wanted an Indian batter who can surpass his legacy. He doesn't want a big Indian player. Yes, we've discussed it already, how in 16 years, the next highest Indian run getter is Rahul Dravid, and they've let go of so many players. They let go of Devdutt Padikkal, a Karnataka player, a Bengaluru player. The whole concept of the IPL should be about local players. इनके पास एक भी local player नहीं है, तो we all know why the elephant in the room exists. Has any cricket board figured out how to tackle Dew? No, not really, but there are steps that you could take to make it slightly better. And the BCI, I don't think they're doing that. Vikram saying, I would shut down RCB, PBKS, and DC. Definitely. As discussed, they are the 3 worst teams in the history of the IPL. So, yeah. Shali dosto, I got another minute and a half before I bounce. Any more comments here? We've got Arun Rao. Okay. Our Pacers can learn a lot from Pat Cummins on how to get back from injuries during the... Yes, Pat Cummins missed what? 5 years of cricket across formats. One of the finest players to come back from injury ever, if not the greatest. 5, the back stress, yeah. 17-16 की उम्र में अपना टेस्ट डेब्यू खेला. I think he was man of the match on test debut in South Africa, and then he was sidelined for about 5-6 years. Then he's come back, won multiple World Cups, won WTC finals, went for 20.5 crores, and is the sharpest brain going around this IPL. Hats off to Pat Cummins for what he's achieved. बीसीसीआई को भी एक वेम्बली लेवल का स्टेडियम बनाना चाहिए। आई थिंक अगर हमारा देश ओलंपिक्स होस्ट नेशन बन जाती है, we'll see a lot of things change with that, and then maybe the BCI can learn a thing or two. RCB has always been top heavy in the middle order with Indian domestic players perform once in a while. Only, yeah, that's only one part of the problem. People were vouching for Jitesh as future PBS captain. Don't think his form would be inspiring confidence. Yeah, he's batting so low, so it's tough to judge him. फुटबॉल में ग्राउंड के नीचे वार्मर्स लगाए जाते हैं, तो क्रिकेट में क्यों नहीं, ताकि ड्यू ना आए? हाँ, बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं, पैसे हैं, क्या सोच है? Jamie, can Madrid win at Etihad next? I have no clue. I don't follow football at all, apart for a couple IPL clubs that my 9-year-old son has an interest in. RCB made Sunil Joshi bowl their first over in IPL. वाह, क्या सोच है? What an idea, सर जी. जय भाई, ये कमिंस गैबा का बदला ले रहा है? नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. Sunny, thank you. I'll see you too. Sir, your CV pick for today's match in fantasy. एक सेकंड भाई, कहीं जाना मत. ये आया ना टक्कर का सवाल. एक सेकंड भाई, कहीं जाना मत. Jaiswal and Gill in that order. Your thoughts on B Kumar? Should he play T20 World Cup? No. He's not going anywhere. He's pack up. Bhubaneswar, pack up. IPL needs an uncapped driven team with any superstars like Shane Warne's RR of 2008. It's a good point. I like it. Slippery Slytherin. This year, Indian talents winning matches for their respective teams. Yes. Okay, last two comments. Cummins was not sudden but injured. Changed his action. No, he was injured for 6 years because of the back stress. Came back, changed his approach. You're right. But the fact that he came back as a world-class all-rounder, getting 50s, and then became the captain. I can't think of many, many bowlers on whom one team was so dependent, so hopeful. He was supposed to be their next blue-eyed boy, but then for almost 6 years, he didn't play for the country. To come back from that and lead Australia to one-day World Cups, to a WTC title, to be part of a T20 World Cup win, it's just the most fascinating player going around. Chaliye, got to go now. Love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Today is RR versus GT. Kante ka takkar once again. I'm going with RR, and yes, Jaiswal will come back to form. You guys have a great Wednesday. Thanks for joining. Sorry about the audio thing. I'll try and figure out kya hua hai wahan pe. Love you all. Take care. Jai Hind.